Hello, beautiful people. How you doing? I am tired of being cooped up inside. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how long you've been cooped up because every state has a different time that they started ordering people to stay indoors and everything. But I'm over here in Texas, and I literally have been inside my house for the past 2 weeks, and I've had interaction with one of my friends. And so I'm going a little stir crazy right now at the moment, but I'm making it okay. I hope you all are too. And I just wanted to give you guys some insight on my garden since it's been a little bit, it's been a hot minute since we have talked about that and since you guys have seen it. But before we get into that, I'm clearly trying to adjust to this. I'm a hot mess. My sleep schedule is a hot mess. My house is a hot mess. It is not very clean at all right now. So if you saw that video I posted not too long ago about me cleaning my apartment, well, as boring as it sounds, I thought it was pretty entertaining, but yeah, it's definitely not that clean anymore right now. But I have had a rough week this past week, and on top of school getting ready to start back up since we did get a 2-week spring break due to everything going on right now. It's been a little hard to be motivated to get stuff done, so it's a little bit different. I love to be around energy. I feed off the energy of people. I like working in environments with noises, sounds. I always have to work with things on in the background. When it's complete silence like this, I cannot get stuff done. But trying to overcome that challenge a little bit. But it's been one thing after another. So first, this past week, I ended up this is no longer attached. It's literally, the screws are stripped and it's literally just pushed. They're pushed in holding my knob because these doors don't have a knob on both sides since it's just to my laundry. So that's stripped off. So now every time I have to open this door, I have to open this one first and then pull this one open to get to my washer. That happened. This light is not working for some reason. Even with a new bulb, it flickers a lot. I don't know what's going on with that. And then to top things off, my microwave broke a couple of days ago. It's something is seriously wrong with it. It actually was sparking off the top, and I ended up smelling like a burnt plastic smell whenever it was on, and it's not heating things. So it's literally like off. The breaker is off to it. And my outlet does not work over here. That one has not worked at all since I first moved in, but I was like, I'm already submitting all these other maintenance requests. Why not put that one in? And you guys, as if that was not enough, last night, getting into bed at like 1 a.m, I was like, okay, I gotta get to bed. I really noticed like an hour and a half or two before that it was like getting pretty warm, and I was like, well, I made this big thing of chili last night, and I was like, I think it's just because I ate like a couple of bowls of chili and it was hot, and I like put hot sauce in it and stuff, and I was like, well, it's a heavy meal, so it's just like probably me, like with my metabolism and everything, I'm just getting a little warm. And I was like, whenever I was going to bed, I was like, there's no way I would be like this warm this long. Sure enough, my AC went out. So, and what was so frustrating about that is that this is literally the 3rd time it's gone out in about 2 months. And when you're in Texas, that's a no-go. Like, no. So I was like, this is an emergency. I know you can push off all of my other maintenance requests because of the current crisis going on, but I was like, I need this fixed right now. And great thing about living here is we do at least have maintenance 24/7. So they were able to get it fixed last night. The only caveat was that he lived 30 minutes away, so I had to stay awake for him to get here so he could tell me when to turn my unit on, because he just went straight to the roof. He didn't have to come in my apartment or anything. And then about an hour later got that fixed. So I didn't get into bed until after 2. And all of you know this if you follow me on my Instagram, because I was posting about it on Instagram last night. So I'm sorry if it's a recap for those of you subscribed to my channel who are also on my Instagram page. If you're not on my Instagram page, go follow me. It's at the Matthew Jeans, literally just my name, but with V in front because someone else thinks they can be me and Matthew Jeans is taken. So the Matthew Jeans. But today, like I said, I'm gonna get into what the point of today's video is. We are going to actually begin cleaning out the garden a little bit. I still need to harvest a lot of it, but we're gonna do some cleaning and then replanting for the upcoming season. I was going through all of my seeds that I have. Yes, it's a ton. I have a lot of packs of seeds. I already separated them though. These are all out of season things. So the ones that I'm gonna be looking at today are for cucumbers, and then a couple of different types of tomatoes, and then zucchini, squash, and this is like a mixed pack. So zucchini mix, so it's a lot of different types of squash that are in here. So these are the main ones I'm gonna plant. As you may have heard in one of my previous videos, I learned the hard way. I was just trying to see what would grow and what wouldn't. Had a lot of success, but also had a lot of failure in the current garden that I have. So just testing the waters, but I do think it's better to be able to plant more of just a few crops that you know will do well, as opposed to only being able to harvest a few times from a lot of different crops, because I'm very limited. As you all know, that I grow my plants on my balcony, so it's not like I have a backyard or anything like that, so I'm very limited in what I can grow and what I can't grow, or at least in the quantity. So anyway, we're gonna get to the balcony and have a little bit of fun with that.
Okay, so as you can see, these guys are pretty much done for the season. So I'm gonna have to clean this off. And then everything down here is doing okay for the most part. There's my little avocado tree. He's doing fine. And then these guys are really starting to bolt. So I think they're about to die too. But everything over here, so this is some of the stuff that I'm definitely going to need to harvest up pretty quickly, pretty soon. This is Copenhagen cabbage, so this is gonna have to come out pretty soon. And then I have my carrots down here that are, you can see, are doing really well. They're peeking through at the top, and super excited. I don't know if you can even see them, but yeah, you can see them a little bit. They're peeking through, getting ready, and then these guys are still doing really well. So I think I'm just gonna leave them until, they can last, and see if I can get any harvest on them. So if you still wanna take a guess at what these are, go for it. I'd be happy to hear some of your guesses if you can figure out what they are. So my plan with this is to put my tomatoes here. I actually do get a lot of sun in this corner in the morning, and then also in the evening, or not in the evening, but the early afternoon. It comes down right here. So I'm gonna clean this off and put the tomatoes here. And then what I'm planning on doing is putting the squash and cucumbers probably in this tall bed, so they can vine down and have room to grow over, as well as probably using this raised bed right here, which I didn't have luck growing, but I was hoping to grow in there. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can use that space instead, and it'll work fine. But I'm gonna get to cleaning this up. Okay, so I have that done. Kind of bittersweet to do that after seeing them grow for so long, but it's definitely their time. I unfortunately don't have a composting bin, so that's something I need to look into doing, just getting some small type of like garbage can or something to keep out here to keep things like this put up, and that way I can use it later. All of the stems and roots are gonna stay in here from some things that I've learned actually the past year. think it's going to be better for it. It'll have a lot of extra nutrients and things of that nature, and the roots that are already in there can actually serve a purpose for new plants that'll grow in it. So I'm going to kind of leave this all in here and just start planting on top, and then I'll probably reapply some fertilizer that I have over here in the corner to put on top of it whenever I water it, just to kind of replenish it with some nutrients that it might need. So my plan is to put one of these on one side and the other on the other side, and then kind of see how they go from there. I'm not worried about getting the cage for it right now. I know that's something I'm going to have to get later on, but since it'll take it a minute to get that big to where you have to worry about it, I think it'll be fine to leave them as is right now. Another reason why I chose to put them over here is because since I am on an upper level in my apartment complex, I did not want the potential of them to start growing tomatoes and then them coming over the railing and just falling onto the street, because I live right by a busy road, as I've said before in my previous videos. So just want to make sure that I'm not getting anything in the actual street area. For this video today. Thank you all so much for watching it all the way through. If you did, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and to like this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'm gonna start doing a new thing where I give out shout outs, and I've been doing that a little more recently anyway, but I'm gonna give a shout out to someone who likes and subscribes to my channel. So if you do that, comment plant below and you'll have the chance to get a shout out, which on my channel isn't saying much right now, but you know, it's just something fun to do so I can kind of engage with you all a little bit more. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.